Thank you for your time today in exploring the 4-4-2 diamond formation. We're talking about the position roles and responsibilities of our midfield four. The narrow diamond in the middle third surrenders the outside edges of the midfield, but seeks to dominate the more dangerous center of the pitch. The defensive center midfielder, the 6, sits in front of the back line and tries to close down attacks before they can get into our final third. While building out of the back, they are vital to maintain possession through intelligent ball distribution. The 7 and 11 are not wide wingers, but midfielders that sit slightly to the right and left of the center. The 8 is the attacking center midfielder, rounding out the midfield. The heart of our team is our diamond in the center midfield. It acts like a heart, expanding and contracting whether or not we have possession. When we have possession, it expands and attacks the space. When we lose possession, it gets compact and stays compact, so nothing comes through the middle. Our heart, our diamond, is our basic training rondo. Simple 1-2 touch passes with good off the ball movement in order to keep possession away from the defense, and then move the ball down the field. Let us now go through all of the roles and responsibilities of all the midfielders, starting with the number 6, the defensive midfielder. The number 6 plays in front of our defensive line and is probably the most important position in our system. They are agile enough to make recovery runs to get their body between the ball and the goal. They are capable of running for long periods of time with few breaks. They see solutions on the field. They are fearless, resilient, and scan the field constantly. They are 360-degree players, meaning that the action is all around them. They play between the lines of the opposition midfield and their strikers. They transition quickly between attacking and defending back to attacking. They are smart players and take few risks, especially in our initial third. They are strong and use their bodies effectively. The attacking responsibilities for the defensive midfielder. The 6 is the hub of the build-up play. In the perfect game, all build-up play should go through the number 6. They are able to control and possess the ball in tight spaces, using short passes to maintain build-up play. They move to be a passing option during build-up and when in the final third. They are comfortable playing with their back towards the opposition goal, passing in the direction they are facing, or, if clear, turning effectively with the ball. They scan the field constantly for solutions and passing options. They think 2 or 3 passes ahead and make quick decisions before they are in possession. This player possesses a good first touch in a desired direction with the desired foot. They are able to pass while under pressure from multiple directions. Since they are in the middle of the field, they can use their weaker foot. They are the depth of our formation when we are in the final third. They dare to shoot from distance, and they know when to switch positions with a teammate to maintain the attacking diamond. The defending responsibilities of the number 6. The defensive midfielder screens the back 4 and controls the center. They are able to intercept the ball in the air before it bounces with the appropriate body part and able to quickly bring it under control. They also win duels along the ground. They create defensive overloads when teammates are delaying the main attacker. They are capable of quick recovery runs, and in transition, they get compact and stay compact in the center. They anticipate the opponent's attack and cuts off important passing lane. The 6 presses the ball aggressively, but smart. They are able to squeeze to the ball side of attack, and when all else fails, be in the box getting their body between the ball and the goal. I had mentioned that the 6 is the most important role for our team. It's not just our team. I will guarantee you that the Sounders would have had another star above their crest had Ozzie Alonso been able to go in that second MLS final against Toronto. There's a reason why Chelsea won the Champions League last year and why France won the World Cup. And there's a nightmare that Pep Guardiola, the head coach of Man City, stays awake at night wondering how he's going to replace Fernandinho. The right and left midfielders, the 7 and 11. We run a 4-4-2 narrow diamond, meaning that the 7 and 11 are not wingers as they are in some other teams. We generally want the 7 and 11 to hang out in channels that are created by the goalpost and the 18-yard box. These are also called the half spaces on the field. Now, they can always go attack the outside in the wing space, but they don't want to hang out there. They're able to play for long stretches of time without rest. They communicate well with their attacking diamond, the defenders, and the strikers. They are well equipped to dominate 1v1 situations in attack and defense. They see the solutions on the field and understand that they split their time 50-50 between attacking and defending. The right and left midfielders always make sure that they are a passing option and continue to move off the ball during the buildup. They seek to maintain a diamond shape without getting caught out. They want to participate in passing patterns. They think to pass within the diamond they are facing, but can turn with the ball if they can. They are good at quick 1-2 touch passing and can receive the ball in any direction with any foot. They can create chances with individual plays. They will work with their teammates to maintain the diamond and may switch positions and sides. They help provide some depth to the attack and support the strikers. They have the drive to score and seek to exploit space. They are also responsible for any short attacking corners that happen to be on their side. Here the 7 is the short option for the 2 for the ball in. The defending responsibilities of the 7 and 11. They get compact and stay compact with their fellow midfielders. They help dominate the center of the pitch. As a pair, they control the half spaces, the width between the 18-yard box and the post of the goal, but can collapse to the complete center when needed. They do not get caught out. As a team, we want the opponent's attack to be as predictable as possible. We want to defend from the inside out, so when the opponent is attacking, we want to shepherd them into our outside containment zones, shown here in green. The 7 and the 11 are in charge of keeping the opponents in that zone and shepherding them towards the waiting 2 or the 3. At that point, you have numerical superiority and can win the ball. The 7 and the 11 do not press the initial goal kick of the opposition. but instead are in a cover zone, tightly man-marking their immediate opponent. This cover works well for the short pass or the long direct pass, so they can win the ball and go on the counter. They do disrupt the opponent's build-up play through pressing and cover when appropriate. They help seal the middle from attack. They can delay and wait for help from others. They have good anticipation of the opponent's build-up and play as to counter it. They win balls in the air and quickly control them as to transition back to the attack. The attacking center midfielder, the 8. The 8 is the hub of the attack in the middle and the final third. They, like the 6, are a 360-degree player, meaning that the action is all around them and they need to constantly look around to gain information about the game. They play in between the opponent's defensive line and their midfield. In some formations, they may have the opponent's number 6 to deal with directly. They can play at a high tempo for long periods of time without rest. They are agile enough to gain advantage in their individual play. They immediately transition between defense and attack, and from attack to defense. The number 8 is the hub of the attack, acting as the link between the strikers and the midfield. They support the strikers and do not play too far forward as to erase attacking depth. Everything is aimed at creating as many high-quality chances as possible. They rarely run with the ball and understand that possession is important and thus do not take excessive risks. The 8 looks to be a part of a passing combination but avoids making that square pass. During the build-up, they play with their backs towards the opponent's goal. They are able to control the ball with either foot in congested areas. They are comfortable passing into space and splitting the defense to release the strikers. They check over their shoulder constantly, looking for space. And they turn into that space when free, or pass in the direction they're facing if it is blocked. They are good turning with the ball, with either foot and in either direction. The 8 works with the strikers and can temporarily switch roles. They get into the correct positions to score in the final third, generally for the 8, the penalty spot. They look for 1-2 passes with the strikers that can beat the defender and score goals. The 8's primary defensive focus is to disrupt the opposition's build-up play. The 8 defends in his own zone between the opposition midfield and the opposition back line. They protect the rest of the midfield by covering players in the central midfield. They keep pressure on the ball to take away the long ball threat. They do not get outplayed, and they do not give up. They win one-on-one duels as to regain possession of the ball in great areas in order to create chances. When the strikers are pressing the ball off a short goal kick, the 8 provides cover so the opposition cannot pass out of pressure. However, they will pick up the opposition's center backs or the 6 if they dribble into the midfield. The attacking center midfielder will squeeze to the ball side when the opponents have it and give support and cover to teammates. They will pressure the ball if they are the closest, and they will make fast recovery runs if they lose possession. They get compact and stay compact as a part of the heart of the team are diamond. They create overloads in order to win the ball. The 8 has good anticipation and movement while disrupting the opposition's build-up. And here ends the position and roles and responsibilities for the heart of the team, our central diamond, the midfield.